Rock and roll, baby. It is Thursday. Sometimes I like to put the car in neutral and just roll backward rather than put it in reverse when you're on like a driveway, so then you're not getting too crazy. We got the neighbor's dog in the yard. Hey, hi puppy, hi pup. Hi, hi, hi. Oh man. You know how certain days you are just feeling it? This is one of those days. Why should you show up for yourself on those days? Because I think you should. There was a crazy thing that happened yesterday, and it is wild that high school students are living in a world where they are able to see every flippin' thing on a camera. And I know I'm older than all my high school peeps, but when we were in high school and you missed the fight, you didn't see the fight on campus. When I really need to figure out this camera thing. It's a little wonky, but that's all right. When something happened on campus and you weren't there, you didn't see it. Unless somebody had a big video camera on their shoulder, right? Like recording the whole thing, which never happened. So, nowadays, there is an up-close video almost constantly of everything, and if something terrible happens, kids get to see it firsthand. They get to replay it. It's in their minds, and from a dude that hasn't grown up seeing that stuff, it's just, if I'm honest, a sad thing that is like the norm. Normal high school kid gets to see that stuff just boom, over and over. It gets shared like crazy, and it's like, yeah, it's wild. I most days read a book called Hope for Each Day. Why should you read a book called Hope for Each Day? So that every single day you're given a little nugget of hope. And hope is a wonderful thing in a crazy world. And so, sun's coming out. Look at that. Talk about hope. My goodness, that couldn't have been more perfect. I know that I get to be the source of hope for other students in my class, other people in my life. And there are a lot of people in my life that are a hope for me, which is a wonderful thing. And I thank them dearly for that. So, I was like, you know what? I woke up early, I got my workout, my run in. I didn't drink any coffee this morning because sometimes coffee doesn't do anything for me in the morning. I need to have it like in the early afternoon. But if I'm honest, I'm dragging. And I don't know if I'm dragging because there's not like a lack of hope, but I'm like, it's a crazy, crazy, crazy thing being a teacher, getting a bird's eye view of what these high school kids get to go through on their norm. And I don't know if you know this, so a car just pulled up right next to me, right? Probably not even looking at me, but might see a camera on the front and might be like, that dude is talking to himself. That guy is such a loser. That's where my brain goes. Odds are they pulled up next to me and didn't even look at me. But my brain thinks everything is always about me, and I think that's where like overthinking comes into play, and oh my gosh, everybody's gonna care about this outfit I'm wearing. what I've come to realize is nobody flipping cares. Doesn't mean I just want to run around the world doing weird things because nobody cares. Gosh, no. But I think a lesson in there is just realizing we think everybody's watching, but not many people are. Kind of like this YouTube video, right? What are we, day 23? Day 23. And sometimes I'm like, oh, don't do a YouTube video because, hey, nobody's stinking watching these things. So now, like, not nobody, come on. The people that are watching, you guys are wonderful. But I'm like, hey, the masses aren't tuning in. Like, hey, it's really not that big of a deal, which is fun and exciting. And less stressful because I don't want to have to deal with all that. But there was a time in my life where I'm like, everybody could see that my hair isn't doing what it's supposed to do. Speaking of, I haven't fluffed those feathers yet. I'll do it when I get to school. Yeah. It's weird that in high school I used to break out. I haven't had a zit on my face in 20 years. But if you would have told me that back in high school, I mean, that would have brought me so much relief. But I remember, like, dude, all that stuff is no stinking fun. These kids showing up in my class, you got a million things going on in your world and you're juggling. AJ goes in. His job interview's at 10:30 this morning. So what'd we do yesterday? Stinking asked him to tell us about himself. Why does he want to work there? What are his strengths? What are his weaknesses? What would make him a great employee? Why should they hire him? Does he have any questions for the interviewer? These kids are out here crushing it, making the most of their time. Figured out yesterday kids have 159 days left of school. This little thing helps me count that down, which is a wild thing. Oh, hey. The 3D printer made some orange rings now. Just running through all the colors, getting everything going. There should be a 3D printed model kind of thing. Printed it yesterday when I left, so I should be walking in to a 3D printed device, which is pretty darn cool. And if you've never messed with a 3D printer, it is wild because you hit print and then you walk away and you come back and something is there that was not there before. I'm pretty sure that is a line from Beauty and the Beast. There is something there that wasn't there before. And then little Chip, the little teacup says, "What's there, Mama?" And she says, "I'll tell you when you're older." I always stinking hated that line because I'm like, as a kid, I remember being like, "Oh, I'll tell you when you're older." I'm like, just why? Tell me now. I'm dealing with a bunch of high schoolers, not a little kid named Chip. And I try to tell them the honest truth about, I guess, my truth, because sometimes maybe my truths are a little different. But I try to tell them the truth about everything. Wait to date until you're 30, so that way I don't have to deal with breakups in high school, because that's not fun to deal with as a teacher. But it's kind of a joke. I know some of these kids are in awesome little relationships, and I'm stinking rooting you on. Anywho, the sun feels amazing. Weather's cooling down a little bit. We've got a fly day tomorrow, but it's not there yet. We've got some stuff to tackle today. But if you need that little glimpse of hope, maybe let this video be a reminder to keep on rolling. When the world seems like it's getting crazy, keep pressing forward. There is hope for each day. And I hope you guys are surrounding yourself with people that remind you of that. Because you'll never know when you need that little dose of hope. And this world is a wonderful place. I hope that is known. Is it perfect? By gosh, no. Is it our forever place? I don't think so. But there is a ton of good going on if you seek and find it. If I dwell on the crazy things going on in life, man, all my hope is gone. I'm not one to really watch the news. I just want to be happy and positive. And if I'm thinking about all the crazy things taking place, I'm like, shoot, man, you're stealing my hope. Don't do that. Anyway, I hope you rock your Thursday. I'm going to get to class. There is a couple coffees that are now iced coffees because they're in my refrigerator. And that's a good little hack that I didn't learn. I used to have to always take the walk up to the office, grab the coffee. Now I'm like a day ahead. So when I grab the coffee, maybe I'll even grab an extra coffee or an extra coffee, stick them in the refrigerator, and then you get to school on a day like this. I've already drank tons of water. I've already sweat dripping everywhere. Took the dog for the walk. Anyway, hey, find the beauty in this world. There is hope. If I could ever be a source of hope for you, then I am doing my job. Because my job is being an Influenstructor, and I'm going to go be an Influenstructor in a classroom, not just online, which is a wildly cool, great thing. Taking the off ramp, I'm going to let you guys go. Have an awesome day, everybody.